It's the Eagles and the Bucks on Monday Night Prime Time.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, it's the first of two here on this Monday night, as it'll be the Eagles of Houston taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman,
Norm Van Brocklin,
right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. Later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. to throw. Here's Richardson. That's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. From the 10, first and goal. Now it's Richardson. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rachaad White, who's shaken up. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now the veteran of a handful of teams, it's Chase Edmonds. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us ended with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, Richardson. This is Smith to the ground. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Smith, 50 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. The Bucs ready to take over once again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now during that injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Richardson going to move him around. Richardson now. Throwing on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. A time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 83 yards rushing. He's gotten the night off to a hot start. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Another carry now for Edmonds. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Marshawn Lattimore finding his way behind the line and to the football. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's...
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Keely Ringo brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Richardson back to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 144 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the... And now the rookie's free. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Richardson working from the gun. Oh, and that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here.
Touchdown! Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Smith on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles just continue to roll. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going. Chris Godwin, and he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Edmonds. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First down, Houston.
Richardson going to change the play here. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Richardson off the play fake. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. So we've reached halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 88 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Queen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long for Mayfield. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This is Smith with a grab. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Richardson goes right back to Smith again. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 40 yards. And the Eagles have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Recovered by Houston.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. Smith catches left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And quickly they get to the line. From the shotgun, Richardson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Richardson back to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second rushing touchdown on the year, and the Bucs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Off play action. Richardson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Richardson to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also...
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Listen, when you've got a guy with 3 touchdown catches back pocket already, you can guarantee they're going to keep looking for him, and you can also guarantee he's going to keep asking for the ball.
They go play action with Richardson. Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, 51 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Mayfield off the play fake. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To Edmonds on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Richardson to throw off play action. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Play action. Now Richardson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Richardson going to move him around.
Richardson off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Another good throw there on what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think he's been...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25. A touchback. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith,
68 yards.
and the Eagles continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And trots out there now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw, Mayfield. That is caught on the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quells Watkins.
64 yards.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Mayfield now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
Now he's loose again. Inside the 20.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Patrick Queen make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Third and long for Mayfield.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
They go play action with Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second.